On November 20, 2009, I received an email from Mark Fisher. He is an amazing author that I came to know by pure coincidence a few months ago, and that has literally changed my life for an even more pleasant one. I owe him a lot. You will find some amazing stories of our relationships further on. Mark Fisher asked me that day if I was interested in reading one of his unpublished novels as well as participating in a conference he held the next day. I had to refuse the latter since we were to celebrate the saint that protects our household, Archangel Saint Michael. I apologized and promised I would read the manuscript as soon as would get back home. I returned home at the end of that weekend and read the unpublished novel. After a few pages, I was totally in shock. In front of my eyes, black on white, I could read that Archangel Michael had appeared to Sister Gabriel to tell her to get out of the covenant in her Jaguar. The chances that Archangel Michael would be mentioned in a novel that I received a copy of the day before his feast are infinitesimal. Probabilities that, in the same sentence, the author describes the car of Sister Gabriel as an older Jaguar, totally fitting the description of my own Jaguar, are close to impossible. My curiosity was at its peak, but I was quite busy with writing a book. One day, the mystery was really keeping me unproductive, so I decided to take a break and drove to a bookstore. As I was browsing, I distinguished a part of a lyric amongst the ton of songs that played without my conscious knowledge. It said, "An angel is whispering in your ear." I immediately went towards the section of the bookstore that gave some information about angels. I did some research and found out that Archangel Michael's color is blue. Is that the angel that had appeared to my mother? My color being blue is only but a small detail. Strangely, I did paint a picture of an angel and used cobalt blue paint for his robe. I later read that it is the exact color he is associated with. In August, much earlier than all the circumstances that brought me in close encounter with angels, I bought a ring with a topaz blue rock on it. I learned recently that topaz blue is the crystal associated with Archangel Michael. Every day I find another indication that he definitely is the angel in my life. Archangel Michael is the angel of water, which has always been the most important element in my life. I can never live far away from it or without a view of water. It is almost an obsession. He also is the angel of the sun. When I found out, I was reassured. Even if I have the fair skin of a blonde, I never was burned by the sun. Younger, I used to even put olive oil on my skin to tan faster. I am fascinated by the sunset and sunrise as if I am hypnotized by them. There is rarely a day when I don't stop all I am doing to see the sunset. They might all be understood as small details, but the list goes on and on. Archangel Michael fights for freedom, and my books are about freedom. In a mission statement I wrote 6 months ago, I spoke about how I would devote my life in helping people become free, fight for the innocent, for the pureness. When I was 16, I wrote that I hope all I write would contribute to set other people free. Only one element in Mark Fisher's sentence didn't make sense. I didn't know of any Gabriel. I read about him later on, and that shocked me as well. His feast day is celebrated on the same day as Archangel Michael in the Eastern Orthodox tradition. On July 13th, all appearances and miracles attributed to Archangel Gabriel are celebrated. I was born on July 13th. He is the angel of the moon, which is the aster of importance to Cancers, my astrological sign. Archangel Gabriel is the angel that made Saint Anne's wish to become pregnant true. That is the same Saint Anne that came in my dream in July. Archangel Gabriel is known as the Archangel of dreams, premonitions and clairvoyance, which is a gift I was hoping to develop. He is also the archangel that inspires writers, which is quite helpful. As for the covenant from which Sister Gabriel needed to get out of, I had a glimpse of the meaning of it through a dream. I will share with you that incredible story later on. All of it seemed totally impossible at first. I really didn't know what to make of it. The next day, my Tai Chi instructor Stephen Rubera told me I should try to communicate with them like he does. The next day, I just expressed a timid hello, as I didn't really know what else to say. In the car, I smelled incense. I didn't pay attention that time, but when it happened again, I knew they had started answering immediately as if they were eager to make contact. I had to get some kind of proof. After a meditation, I asked aloud to have just one sign to comfort me in the belief that those two angels were actually near me. Later that day, I went to buy a greeting card, and, next to me, in the store, two ladies who were reading what was written on a decoration said close to my ear, "Thank heaven for the angels in our lives." I could not fathom it. They both repeated it 3 times. I thought to myself that I had just received my answer. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like on the video and subscribe to the channel for more content.